Is this going? Okay. Hey guys, it's me. I miss you guys so much. Hope you guys had a great Christmas and Hanukkah and holidays and New Year's. I'm so sad that I won't be able to join you guys for the rest of this week. I'm okay, as you can see. I'm healthy. I'm safe. However, I do have to be quarantined just for the rest of this week. So I'll see you guys on Monday the 10th, but I won't be here tomorrow, which is Wednesday. So I'm going to make a video for you guys, and you're going to watch it and think it's so cool that I'm here, but I'm not here. And I'm going to review with you guys also my expectations for you guys, okay? So you're going to come in. I want you guys to read everything on the board, okay? Start off with your 15 minutes of iReady. Get your extra math drill in. You're going to do your classwork and your homework, and I'm going to do a little math lesson on that. Make sure your name, date, number's on it. Turn it into the bin. I'm going to come pick it up tonight. So putting things in the grade book already for quarter 3. You're going to do your social studies, okay? Also see the board. It just lets you know what newspaper you're working on. It's going to be due on Friday, so you don't have to do it all today. But name, date, number on that. You're going to read and annotate. Yo, Tushy's off. You're going to do the crossword puzzle only. It comes with a Venn diagram assignment, but I want you to do that, not without me. And then you don't have science for today, but if you finish early, I want you to start researching. And what that means, because you have a lab on Friday, even though I'm not going to be here, I'm going to trust you guys, is that you need to know what conductors are, and I'll do a little lesson on that for you guys. You need to know what insulators are, and really important, you need to know what a complete and an incomplete circuit is. Okay, so I'll help you guys with that when we get there. But I'm going to do a quick little rundown lesson on your math for today, okay? You guys are working on Chapter 8, Lesson 1. We're starting into fractions, and this one is so easy. I know I say that every single time, but it's only because I think you guys are so smart and that you're going to get it. So on your lesson, and again, name, date, number on it, it tells you what a fraction is, and it says that it's a number that has equal parts to represent a whole. So obviously, this is all shaded in. It's one whole, but a fraction represents something that's not a complete whole, okay? There's two parts of a fraction. You have and all this is in your notes on your lesson. Drop that. You have your numerator, which is the top number, and you have your denominator, which is your bottom number, okay? So in this example, let's use the pizza one. It says here that you have a whole pizza, and it's divided into 3, so 3 is the denominator, and then out of the 3, how much pizza is left, there's 2 pizzas showing. So 2/3 is how much pizza is left. If we're looking at how much has been eaten, it's still out of 3, so 3 is your denominator, but only 1 slice has not been eaten, okay? I'm going to put all this onto the other side for you guys. Same thing with this. I'll leave this in here so you guys can refer back to it, okay? So in your little math example for your lesson for today, it says that Dylan, Drake, and Jade are sharing two small pieces equally. Remember, those are our trigger words. They tell us what to do after their lacrosse game. Cool, they play lacrosse. How much does each person get? So it tells you right off the bat that you're doing 2 divided by 3, okay? This is so easy, you guys. So this is example number 1. You see that? It's kind of like a 2. So they literally give you 2 divided by 3, and all you're doing is changing that into a fraction. And I always would tell you that that first number always goes inside the den, and when you are writing that number, it is represented as 2/3. That is it. That is what this whole lesson about is taking a fraction and turning it into a division sign, or vice versa, taking a division and turning it into a fraction. So the amount of pizza that each person gets is 2/3. That's going to be the first one. Okay, flip it on, skip it. We're going to the next one. Ray and Bailey are sharing 3 bounties equally. How much does each person get? Okay, so they have 3, and then how many people are there? There's 2 people. So in example number 2, it's 3 divided by 2. And then how would you change that into a fraction? You would make it, it says it right here, 3/2. Okay. Okay, good. So now what you're going to notice about this fraction, they call it a big-headed baby, and we're going to talk about our fun little sayings. But what that means is the number on top is bigger than the number on the bottom, or the numerator is bigger than the denominator. They call it an improper fraction, and then I always tell my kids, you say, how rude, because it's improper. You're being rude. So remember, the top number, or the first number, always goes inside of the den, right? Well, if the 3 is going inside the den, that means your 2 is chilling outside the den, and now we're straight up going into our long division. Does McDonald's sell Big Macs, bro, right? 2 goes into 3 how many times? 1 time. 1 times 2 is 2. 3 minus 2 is 1, and then here's the other new little piece, okay? You have to take these two numbers, because you guys know about your remainders, but you have to turn this into a fraction. So this, your top number, or your remainder, is going to turn into your numerator, which is your top number, and your divisor is going to become your denominator. And now your complete answer, because after we get our answer, we box it, baby, is 1.5. You took your remainder, and that became the top number, and your divisor became your numerator. That's it. I know it seems like, but after we do a couple more practices, you're going to get the hang of it. So that means if we go back to our problem, Ray and Bailey, they each get 1.5 pieces of brownie. And if you're a visual kiddo, like me, you would draw, what is this? Okay, 3 brownies. If you cut it in half, and I'll use 2 different colors. Let's say red is going to be for Ray. Ray gets 1.5 whole. Bailey's going to be green. Bailey gets 1.5 whole. Same thing. You need to know how to do it both ways, though. Okay? All right. For guided practice, it says 2 bags of bird seeds are used to fill in 3 bird feeders. How much bird seed does each feeder get? Represent the situation using the models. Then you're going to solve it. So you have 2 bags of bird seeds. So now we're getting into our regular problem. Okay. They drew it for us. How nice. Let me see here. 2 bags of bird seed. Okay, so dividing it into 3. This is so easy. Dividing it into 3, okay? You take 2 divided by 3. The first number goes where? Inside the den. It's also going to be your numerator. That's it. You're taking this and you're making it a fraction. That's it. Fractions and division are the same thing, essentially. So we're going to learn a lot about that, especially when I get back. Here's your independent practice. 4 families equally share 5 pies, and you know I'd be annotating all over this junk. How much will each family receive? I'll cut this in half. This is number 1. This is number 2. I wonder if I should leave this on the board for you guys. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay, so we have, and then this is another funny thing that I told you guys that we'd be talking about. You don't want to be a murderer. You're not trying to split up the families. You can't kill the families, then you're a murderer. You want to split up the pies. So you're not doing 4 families divided into 5 pies. Doesn't make sense. You're doing 5 pies divided into 4 different families. So it's going to be 5 divided by 4. And again, the first number always goes where? Inside the den. First number goes inside the den. And then that's also going to be your numerator. 5 over 4. Uh-oh. What kind of fraction is that? Improper. How rude, right? AKA a big-headed baby. That top number, again, always goes inside the den. Goes inside the den. So 5 is inside of our den. 4, our divisor. Very similar to the one up here. 4 goes into 5 1 time. 1 times 4? 4. 5 minus 4? 1. Here's the new thing. Who remembers what to do with their remainder? And you're going to be working with your divisor. Your remainder becomes your numerator, and your divisor becomes that denominator. After you get your answer, you box it, baby. You box it, baby. Okay? Again, just to show you drawing it out. Oh, they don't have it on here, but you can. You're taking 5. So 1. What is this? Pies. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It says they're cutting it into 4, so I can make 4s. Okay. And then they want to equally get some. So he gets a pie. She gets a pie. This family gets a pie. This family gets a pie. Uh-oh. We have one pie. They're going to split it up equally. They're going to share it. And so on and so forth. Alrighty. Moving on to the next one. So you guys are going to do the same thing. I'm wondering if I should do those with you or not. Or if you guys are starting to get the hang of it. I'll do a couple more because you guys know I like to do this with you. I haven't mentioned how much I missed you guys. Okay. I also will be at my house. Don't really do anything. So if you guys need to email me your question, you can do that. Also, Mr. Thames is going to be here. Mr. Thames is the man, so he's going to help you guys out. Shout out to Mr. Thames. Alrighty. Here's number 3. Okay, you guys can see that. I'll give it a seat. It says 6 bags of soil are used to fill 5 flower pots. How much soil does each flower pot use? Between what 2 whole numbers does the answer lie? So when you see something like this, the box for the whole number and a fraction, you know this is going to be a big-headed baby, just like that one was. So again, we have to decide, are we switching up, or separating 6 bags of soil into 5 flower pots, or 5 flower pots into 6 bags of soil? Only one of those makes sense. Taking the bags, which is 6, can you see the 6? Good. And you're dividing it into 5 flower pots. Again, that first number always goes inside the den, aka to write it as a fraction, the first number is your numerator. Second number is your denominator, and again, a top number always goes inside the den. Get it in your head. I know I've said it a million times. So if you guys are going to divide, you're going to see your numbers are going to be very simple each time. It's a big-headed baby, improper fraction. How rude. 5 goes into 6, 1 time. 1 times 5 is 5. 6 minus 5 is 1. Here's the kicker. Who remembers what to do? You take your remainder, and it's going to be working with your divisor. Your remainder becomes your numerator. Your divisor becomes your denominator. After you get your answer, you box it, baby. You box it, baby. I'll do one more with you guys because I love you. Let's see. Do I want to do 4? Do we want to do a... Let me skip to a word problem. I think you guys get that one already. And let's say if you guys were here, you probably would tell me, let's just do number 5. If you guys were here, you would sucker me into doing them all with you because I love doing them with you. All right. It says here, DeMont, I don't know what kind of name that is, that's okay. DeMont used 4 gallons of gasoline in 3 days driving to work. Each day he used the same amount of gasoline, same as that strong trigger word. How many gallons of gasoline did he use each day? Okay, so we have to decide. We know same means to divide. Are we dividing 4 gallons into 3 days? Or are we dividing 3 days into 4 gallons? Can we divide days? We can't do that. But he did 4 gallons divided into 3 days of travel. Okay? First number, just the same, always goes inside the den. How do we take a division problem and make it a fraction? That first number always goes on top. It is our numerator. Bottom number is the denominator. Alrighty, put that number in the den. Your other number is outside. 3 goes into 4. It's a really weird den. 1 time. 1 times the 3 is 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. With our remainder, how many we have left becomes our numerator, and our divisor is going to be our denominator. Very sloppy writing, sorry guys. After you get your answer, you box it, baby. Okay? That is all you're doing. I don't care that it's a word problem. You guys know how to find the trigger words and turn it into this, because this stuff you guys are pretty darn confident at. All right, you're going to finish the rest of that. Your homework is super short and it's super easy. Here's a homework helper to show you. You have 1 problem on that page, and then on the back, you have your back. You have 6 total problems for homework. Make sure over here that you guys bubble beautifully, okay? Name date number on the top. You're going to turn it into the turn-in bin. Alrighty, I'm not going to make a video for you guys for social studies. You guys can go on the SS Weekly app and listen. It could read it to you. I don't mind if you do it with a partner. That's okay. Just make sure you guys are annotating and you guys are doing the right thing. Alrighty, again, no science for today, but if you wanted to, actually I really want you guys to, please do some research. I'm going to do a little mini science lesson. I'll do more of I'll send you guys videos for this tomorrow, because tomorrow will be a science day. But a pathway is like what a circuit is. So electricity is running in a circuit to make whatever they want to turn on, the electrons to turn on. So a complete circuit is when it makes that complete circle and the energy, the electrons go to the power source and it turns it on. Incomplete means there's a gap, meaning it's not going to turn on. That is why over here on our light switch, you guys have noticed, but I'm always like, just wait, we'll get there. I have a closed circuit. Ooh, just kidding. We got closed, incomplete, complete, all these different ones. So this one is, so right now it's saying that it's closed, meaning it's shut. Everything's connected. It makes a full series, a full circuit, and the light will turn on. But right now, when I turn it off, it's open. There's a gap. It's not connecting. So we got closed, we got open. Also, when I get back, let me see if I could find it really quickly. I'm in the closet. Yes, okay. We will do the energy stick together. You'll just have to wait till I come back. But right now, it is an open circuit. See how there is an opening for me, like making this full circuit? But once I close the circuit, the circle is complete, and this sounds weird. There we go. And it will work. Open, closed, open, closed. We're gonna do this energy stick because we're passing those electrons, the energy. We're gonna get in like a big circle, and the whole class is gonna do it. And you're gonna see what happens if somebody opens up their hands, like we'll like touch fingers or whatever. I call it ET fingers. And what happens when our circuit is completely closed. Oh, look, it has the protons and electrons. That's so cool. All right, I miss you guys. I love you guys. I'll make another cool video, as well as I'm coming in tomorrow night, or someone will drop me off your work. So make sure you turn it in and email me if you guys need anything. Love you guys. See you soon.